Am I unromantic if I think my life would be better if I ran my personal life outside of work as a business?
In business, you invest money into certain areas towards certain goals to get a bigger return on your investment. In a relationship, you invest commitment, time, and loyalty, where you have this amount, your partner has this amount. Combined, you hope that the fulfillment and purpose and experiences it gives you returns more than what you both individually invest. The big stigma is your sexual relationship. What, so we schedule in like 8 o'clock on a Wednesday? I don't do that. I know people that do. The reason that came to mind is because you talk about, okay, 6 o'clock on a Sunday, we have our family level 10 meeting and we know that we're in the mindset to discuss issues. Is there argument that, at Wednesday night on an 8 o'clock, you're getting ready for a bit of fun? Is it easier to get into the mode? Because I speak from the place of having 2 kids and being at work or having a business, which is quite high stress. Brit's at home all day dealing with kids. It's sometimes difficult for that moment where I'm keen for a bit and she's keen for a bit. It's quite hard that those intertwine at the same time when we're together and not asleep or dealing with the kids. So is there argument? Scheduling that time could work.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Two Blokes, One Business podcast. I'm Powley.
And I'm Harv.
And here we go again.
We're back in the couch. I've had a week off, mate.
Yeah, I don't know about it. Well consulting.
It's actually quite cute. Ads messaged me, guys. I'm glad you're coming back on Monday. He's got these guys on knobheads.
Yeah, I don't know. My thing, we've done a lot of work with Jess Cameron, right, about the way we work best. And mine is a partnership. I really enjoy having someone arm in arm in the trenches with. And yes, the team are out there grafting, but it's not like you're arm.
I think we need to be on commission for any sign-ups that Jess Cameron gets, because I reckon she gets a mention on most podcast episodes.
Funny you say that. I did just read a DM from her. And she worked with a few high-performing sales men, and she was going to send them one of our podcasts. So I think it's kind of reciprocal.
I'll take that back.
Scratch your back, you scratch ours.
Backs.
Double back.
Double back.
Mate, how was the time off? Do you feel refreshed, energised, ready to rip in for a massive 2026?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, it was nice. It's one of those, like, I couldn't wait to get back into the office.
Fuck yeah.
It's so good. Like, it's so hard, right? Because you're in the fucking run around and you feel like you can't take time off because you got to get shit done. But then when you do actually step back and take time off, it's like you get clarity in your brain and you actually get quite creative. Like, there's so many like little ideas I had for like contents or different offers that we can do for like both Harwell and the new things we got going on. And it's just, I think it's because you get time to zoom out from it. Like, you're not running around in the day to day. So it was really impactful.
You feel rested, or was it pretty busy? Because it was a couple of kids, sister, partner.
Yeah, 2 more kids.
God, burp into my face. Hopefully it hasn't gone through on the fucking audio.
Swallowed someone.
That came from the depths of my belly then. That's gone through. That's really good.
Sound like they're trying to get out.
Do you know when you burp, but it's because you're hungry?
Is it actually?
Yeah, I'm starving.
Yeah. Have you had your wraps yet today?
No.
10:30 every day, Adam Powell, chicken wrap, toasted.
I mean, that's been about 7 years.
Yeah. And you, over the years, like, he's dropping calories over the years, like, to get trim. Used to be chicken, 2 slices of cheese, wrap, lots of QP mayo. Pretty sure is the cheese still there? Maybe one slice?
A little bit shredded sprinkled in, but not heavy.
Shredded low fat?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No sauce.
So, QP mayo went a long time ago. Really high in fat for the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've just been dropping it. I reckon in 2 years, you're just going to be eating a fucking wrap. There'll be nothing in there. Just empty wrap.
You're smelling the... Anyway.
What else has been happening, mate?
For me, had our first ever market with Solly Supply Co.
Yeah.
So the Mad Dog. Obviously, Solly's been a business that's been kind of building in the background. A lot of online kind of stuff at the moment. But we went to the real world. How to market and bundle. It looked sick. Obviously, the whole thing's about being colourful, bringing colour to the outdoors. And where we were positioned, it was up by at the kind of the top.
Yeah, so I know exactly where you were.
If you can picture it, like there's 2 kind of sides, and then we were in the middle at the end.
Yeah.
So it was almost like you're just walking through, and then
prime spot.
Yeah, it looks sick. Really cool. Cool to see Mad's got to come out of shell along the way. Obviously, we're setting up like 4:50 a.m. on a Sunday. just tunes on, having a good time. And then obviously the first few people coming up, she's like, should I go over? Do I not? And by the end of it, like it was just good fun, super chilled out. And yeah, she loved it.
What's it like being on the inner circle of the market vendors? Is there any like secret handshakes or tricks of the trade?
It's definitely very clicky.
Is it?
Yeah. There's a lot of kind of helping out with each other's, obviously people who go there every week, right? And they've got relationships.
Yeah.
Which is good on them.
Yeah.
But overall, very friendly.
Yeah.
We're obviously new to the crowd and to the crew. So people were sussing us out, seeing if we've got the minerals, if we've got what it takes. Yeah. Which I think by the end of it, I think they all agree we do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We actually had a chick like singing next to us as well.
Who? Singing?
Yeah.
Oh.
So like, they have like people scattered around.
Yeah.
She was awesome. A lot of Olivia Dean. So a lot of clicking, a lot of foot stomping going on. Mate, all in all, great day. The crew came out in numbers as well for support, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
I think that's half of what made Mads feel so warm. Yeah. Just everyone just fucking gets around her. It's really nice.
What you should have got like mystery shoppers, like the guys come over and be like, fuck, I've seen these chairs online. I've heard they're like the best in the business. I'll take 5 because they're going to sell out soon.
Well, funny you say that. So the guys have walked to the toilets, which is kind of the other side. Yeah. So they put a bag on their back. So when they're walking through the market, it looks like they've gone and bought one, and people go, "Oh, what's that?"
That's so good.
So yeah.
Is the market going to be a permanent fixture? Are you back next week?
Yeah, it's a good question. At this stage, TBC. Mad Dog's initially talking about potentially having a week off and going the week after. I don't necessarily think it's a thing you kind of dip in and dip out.
No, it's not. As a ex-customer of the hotter markets,
why ex?
It's just too far now.
Okay.
Yeah, and it served me really nicely in a Fresh Sundays period. Sure. The hashtag, a lot of people probably know about that. I think it's still trending. I used to like going and getting a Milkman cookie.
Right.
For those who don't know, stuffed cookies, very good. There was a time they weren't there, and I just felt empty.
Wow. And you haven't gone back since? Felt betrayed?
Broken up.
When I go back next week, I'll pass the feedback on.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. Don't fucking help him set up.
I'm sure they probably listen to the pod anyway.
So yeah.
They know what's good for them.
Going around bashing people at the markets.
What else, mate? I'm trying to think what's going on outside of work, but all I do is fucking work, it feels like.
It's not great for this podcast episode.
Yeah, true.
Mate, if we can't think of anything, it can't be that good. People don't want to hear about it.
I went camping, actually. That was good fun.
Yeah, they don't want to hear about it.
All right, fair enough.
Come on, mate. What do you got for us today? What are we talking about?
Well, today, strap in, because this is a really good one, I think. And this is one that it's fresh off the press for us. We've kind of learned this knowledge yesterday, actually. And we're going to start to implement it. So we're just going to talk through why we think it's going to be good. So hold your horses. I said hold him.
Damn boy.
Am I boring?
Yes. And that's another episode of Two Blokes, One Business. Oh my God. You just couldn't make this gear up.
All the fucking planning we do on the run sheets and stuff. This goes out the window.
Anyway, sorry. 3, 2, 1.
Am I boring? Am I unsexy? Am I unromantic? If I think that my life would be better if I ran my personal life outside of work as a business.
Tell us what you mean.
Well, what do you think?
Do I think you're boring and unsexy if you run your personal life like a business?
Is it too structured?
No.
Is there not enough spice in life? Is it not spontaneity?
Spontaneity, yeah, great word. Spell it.
SPONTAN. Spontan. EITY. Nah, that's fucked it.
Do you want me to check?
Yeah, go on real quick.
Right,
I'll keep going on about. Oh, you got it right now.
Oh my good God.
I got it right, have I?
Huh?
I got it right.
You've nailed it.
Duh.
Picture of you came up on Google as well. Anyway, no, I don't think you are. People that think that, because first question, are you boring? What about spontaneity? Well, why don't you schedule in time for spontaneity?
I like that. Yeah.
The reason we look at it, and something that we're definitely going to do, is in business, the reason you have structure and a plan and a vision is, one, so you're actually moving forward and you're getting better. But then also I think it's so you can maximize your time and you get really good at maximizing your time. Now, in a world where you are potentially a business owner or you work and you're in a career where you don't have many hours around the clock and you've got kids and a partner and you want to be a good dad, a good partner and make everyone happy, you need to be really efficient with time in your business so you can maximize that time at home. But then you need to be really fucking efficient with your time at home to get the most out of it. It's no different to when you come into work. If you have planned nothing for the day, you waste a few hours procrastinating, work out what to do for the day. If you haven't maybe planned a weekend thing, or you don't have a rhythm or a cadence you're in as a family or a partner, you waste time talking about what to do.
The unromantic side of it.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is you think of being in love and you're thinking of the fucking Notebook or all of these romantic movies where you get whisked off your feet and it's, all
those really realistic.
Yeah, that's what people think of, right?
Yeah.
Whereas it probably is, right? It's like that for the first few years, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm 9 years in now, and you get into a rhythm, right? And you can kind of choose what that rhythm gives to you as well.
Yeah.
Now we're definitely there's days where we get home and we're fucking absolutely battered. We just want to sit there and scroll and be a bit mind numbing.
Yeah.
Which fair play. And there's other times where we might be out for the evening, and get back. So what I'm trying to say there is, how do you work out, one, your energy, what you have got to give when you get home from work, and then two, where do you put that energy as well? Because there's no point, and this is kind of what we're finding from the back end of last year, is putting all of your energy into one thing, which for us was work because it was crazy, and having nothing less for everything else. Because particularly as a male, which we can speak to, is our driver is to provide.
Yeah.
Right? That's our purpose, and that's what gets us out of bed, to provide for our families, provide for our mums and sisters back home. That's what drives me and you on. So, all right, well, let's work really, really, really hard so we can provide for the people we care about. When the people we care about just want us to provide them with time and energy and attention.
I agree. I think obviously we can speak for males because we are males and we know how male brain chemistry works. But I think a lot of females I speak to as well, females in particular, feel quite safe when a man is taking the lead. There's obviously a line to this of like being controlling, but I see a lot of women talking a lot at the moment on things like social media about being in their feminine energy or their masculine energy. And a lot of females seem to want to spend most of their time in that feminine energy. And if they're the ones having to drive or lead, or there's not a male kind of providing for the family or taking the reins, do they spend a lot of time in that masculine energy? I'd say probably more often than not.
It's interesting, hey? I don't know enough about it.
No,
I probably know those words that you've said. There's definitely, I don't know what's right and wrong either. I'd imagine that everyone's meant to have a bit of both. And I think when you speak of toxic masculinity, that's because guys have got no feminine energy and they're just so far one way, which isn't obviously allegedly not the right way to be, depending on the kind of people you ask.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty good. Do you think we're good? I think we got a bit of both.
I think we got a bit of both. Well, Jesus Christ, we do live therapy sessions on this podcast most weeks for the listeners.
That's so true.
Let's talk about what is structure, because I think some people think, okay, structure your personal life like a business. That doesn't necessarily mean I get home at 5 till 6, we do this, 6 till 7, we do that. For me, it's starting, or this is where I'd advise people to start, and it's something we're going to do, is we're doing EOS at the moment, Entrepreneurial Operating System. And before you work out the granular day-to-day, the one thing the things they get you to look at is, what's the 10-year goal? What's the 10-year North Star you want to work towards? That might be kids, family, house, whatever it might be. But with that in mind, what's the 3-year picture? Okay, in 3 years, it goes quite quickly nowadays. What do we need to achieve in that 3 years to put us on the right track to that 10-year North Star? And then even further than that, okay, what are the things we need to achieve in the next 12 months? What's the 1-year plan to move us towards the 3-year picture, to build us towards that 10-year perfect life goal? And then even within that 1-year plan, what are the quarterly rocks? We call them rocks. Milestones is something else that people will call them. What are the quarterly milestones that need to happen? And they can be like progress-based milestones, or even just like fucking things you enjoy. Like for me, that's where I'd start. And it might be as simple as something that me and Britt need to do and is actually like formalize and make time for, is once a month getting a babysitter and going out for a date. Like for us, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
If we don't structure our personal life and our relationship like a business, with kids, life gets in the way, you don't go for that date. So you actually then miss out. So in that case, the relationship is damaged potentially by not structuring it like a business. Yeah,
so the structure, whilst can seem unromantic, actually gives you the romance because it allows you to go on those dates.
Yeah, and you start to look forward to it. Like you go, cool, this is the week we're going on a date. Like Brit's family are coming next Wednesday. I'm going to book a dinner for us on Friday. I'm already looking forward to that time where we can go out together. That lifts you over the next, 9 days until that, rather than if we hadn't booked that in, wouldn't even come on my mind. I'd just be thinking about someone else.
We're definitely not relationship experts. So what I'm about to say next, take it with a pinch of salt. I think me and you are very, very good in a relationship because we communicate very well in terms of what we're both thinking and feeling, where we want things to go. And we're good at kind of getting back on track if we kind of feel like we might be going separate ways a little bit, which all of the stuff we do in business, all of the EOS kind of helps us with that as well. So why wouldn't you go and use those same tools in your personal life? Like if you can be on the same page for where you want life to be in 10 years' time with Brits or Mads, surely that's a good thing. If then you can scale that back to, okay, in 3 years, what does a really good 3 years look like? Great, on the same page. You might potentially find out that where you want to be in 10 years is actually completely different to your partner, which you've obviously got a couple of hard conversations to have there, but
you don't waste 10 years.
Would you rather know now? 100%.
Yeah.
So the communication bits is so important, I think, and it almost gives you just a platform to have that. Now, EOS, without kind of spending the whole episode talking about them, they have a weekly meeting called a level 10 leadership meeting. Right now it's me and Harvey. So every Tuesday we kind of sit down and we go, okay, what's the headlines for the week? How have we gone on our scorecard metrics? How are we tracking towards the rocks? And then you have a big portion, that 90-minute meeting. About 50 minutes of it is talking about issues.
Yeah.
So as opposed to every time something pops up throughout the week, oh, Harvey, this system doesn't work. Harvey, this client said I'm a twat. We've kind of put that on the issues list because we know we've got 90 minutes in the diary where we talk about all the problems or the issues that are going on in the business. And then we allocate time to solve the top 3, biggest impact.
I think that creates a safe space as well to talk about the issues, like, because it's coming and we hypothetically walk into that meeting and we go, right, in this next 90 minutes, it's nothing personal. We discuss what's best for the business, what's going to move us towards the goals that we've agreed. But it's a safe space to discuss those issues, and it's not the micro nagging that happens throughout the week where anytime an issue comes up, you jump on it and you almost feel like you're getting a bit victimized by a partner. It's okay. I'm going to actually... Does that change the world if I don't discuss it now? Cool. I'm going to put that on the issues list and discuss in the L10. But what you actually find by the time the L10 comes around 4 days later, a lot of those issues have actually solved themselves and you don't even need to discuss them. But by jumping on them straight away and discussing them in a relationship, it could jump straight into an argument. So you've got 2 paths. One of the paths is issue goes on a list to discuss in 4 days' time, but in 4 days' time, it's solved. You don't even need to talk about it. Path number 1 is issue comes up, you jump on it, discuss it right away, you have a massive argument that's way bigger, and you pull different things in from the actual issue in hand.
I loved what you started with there in terms of your headspace. I think that's particularly important outside of work as well, because when you're in work mode, typically. But I think if you can have a space during the week where you talk about difficult things to your partner that aren't easy, and you can make sure you're both in the right headspace to take on some of that criticism or feedback or ideas that kind of go against the grain a little bit. I mean, that's half the battle. Because how often is it when you want to have a deep conversation with someone, your partner or whoever, but they're just not in that frame of mind, right? And then you're not fucking listening to me. And they've got a million other things in their head that's more important to them at that time. And then a disconnect comes.
Yeah.
So knowing that you've got that slot, whether it's weekly or fortnightly in this context, I think that's half the battle.
Yeah. I agree. People talk about it. I think the big stigma is your sexual relationship. What? So we schedule in like 8 o'clock on a Wednesday? Fuck, I don't do that. I know people that do, but it's like when the reason that came to mind is because you talk about, okay, 6 o'clock on a Sunday, we have our family level 10 meeting and we know that we're in the mindset to discuss issues. Is there argument that at Wednesday night on an 8 o'clock, you're getting ready for a bit of fun? Is it easier to get into the mode? Because especially, and I speak from the place of having 2 kids and being at work or having a business, which is quite high stress. Brit's at home all day, dealing with kids that are just nagging all day. It's sometimes difficult for that moment where I'm keen for a bit and she's keen for a bit. It's quite hard that those intertwine at the same time when we're together and not asleep or dealing with the kids. So is there argument that fucking scheduling that time could work? Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Two Blokes, One Business podcast.
Now, apart from being world-class podcasters, we also run a recruitment agency called Harwell.
If you're keen to learn a little bit more about what we do, then head over to our Instagram at Harwell Group and check us out.
Back to the app. And again, objectively, if I'm looking at that, I'm going, fucking give it a go. If after a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you go, actually, this feels a little bit too scientific, great,
Yeah.
we'll drop it. But if you go, actually,
What
how
are you
good
doing? Scientific?
That's just you. Oh, that's how I do it, yeah. Oh, shit. I think that's a good one. I think the quarterly rocks are really cool. Now, we've spoken about, again, back in the last year, we kind of burnt the candle at both ends a little bit. Every 12 weeks now, we are taking a week off, guaranteed. Whether even just sit at home for a week or we go to the Bahamas, whatever it is. Having that in your quarter, then you get to plan a holiday. So every time you sit down and have this real big conversation about the next 3 months, you're also planning a holiday in that as well as anything that might be a little bit tricky to discuss too.
Yeah, we've already planned our week for April. We're going down to Brit's sisters. Again, it's going to visit family, but it's a nice little holiday for us, and we've had a busy few months, but already we're both looking forward to that trip. Again, if we weren't a bit more structured in our personal lives where we're booking these times off, we might still have gone and done something around that time of year, but we wouldn't be looking forward to it now, which when your brain goes back and you remind you, oh, you got that coming up, it just lifts you, doesn't it?
Delayed gratification piece almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that. Let's put this into play then. Obviously, we only spoke about this yesterday. Right? Colin's actually sent us some stuff. I don't think you've seen the email, but he's actually sent us kind of a template for a personal VTO as well.
Nice.
So I'm sure he'll have all the answers in there. But before, I haven't even read that, obviously. Don't really ask too much. What would that look like for you? Say you're going to go and do a quarterly planning with Brit.
Yeah.
What are some of the categories that you'd be like, okay, let's talk about what we want to achieve in 3 months for this?
Yeah, so I'd probably try and split it up. Like I'd have one way you're like, okay, you're working towards a goal, so like a progress-based metric. And then I'd have another side of it where it's just like more social and fun.
Yeah.
So like, for example, once a month, me and Brit go out and have a date night. But then once a month, we try a new activity together as a family.
Love that.
Like it might be Blake going horse riding. Like she loves horses at the moment.
True.
But it forces you, like at the moment, we're not doing any of that. Me and Brit get the odd date here and there. But if we do that from today until 12 months time, there's 12 dates that me and Brit have gone on that we might not have before, which, you know, in the crazy world of parenting might, it brings you close. When the shit gets hard, you're still close. And then there's 12 experiences or memories as a family, doing things that you wouldn't normally do, because it's so easy. Oh, let's do something as a family. Oh, let's go to the park. Let's go to the beach. Still really fun, but you've done that a million times. Let's go and do something we've never done before. Fuck, I don't know. It might be painting, like pottery, whatever it might be. Like it's cool experiences when you step outside your comfort zone. So I'd probably have one pillar of it there. And then the other one would probably be more progress based. Like what is a goal? So a 3-year picture, me and Brit want to be in a position where we're probably going abroad a couple of times a year.
Fuck yeah.
What do we need to do to go and put that in place? Is it we need to work towards a financial target as a family to release that? Does it then feed back into a business goal where I need to then build a structure in the business where I can go and take 4 weeks off a year and be abroad? Because then I'm thinking in Brit's shoes, when you got to do the long days or the high pressure, she's in on it as well. She's gone, yeah, okay, the next 6 months are going to be a graft. I actually had this chat to her last night after we did the EOS thing with Carl. I said, babe, there's a lot to do.
I'm just butting in here. I feel like I say to Mads all the time, fucking 6 months' time will be sweet. I've said that for the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. But I did say to her, I was like, there's a push coming.
Yeah.
I was like, but this is the end goal. So if you've done your family planning of, hey, babe, remember, we want to go and do those 2 holidays abroad. We want to buy this house. You know, when we're 40, we want businesses that work for us on our 10-year plan where we can go and follow the F1 for a year.
Fuck yeah.
And I can work from my laptop. Like this 6-month push, there's going to be times where I've got to dig in and stay at work. There's going to be times you've got to dig in and put the kids to bed on your own. It's going to be fucking hard, but you're still on the same page. You still remember that you're working towards those targets that you've set together. I just think that it just makes the micro where some people can argue and drift apart so much easier.
I'm thinking of, I think it's more of a Tucky special now, with the goal setting, the 6 kind of areas. I'm going to try and nail all of them. Financial.
Yeah.
Physical.
Yeah.
Health-wise.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
2 out of 6.
Did I say spiritual?
No.
Okay, that's 3.
Well done.
Career, work,
Yeah.
or business.
Yeah.
Do you know the answers to these? Like the other 2?
No.
Oh, financial, spiritual, health, business,
Personal.
personal. Yeah. Oh, there's 5. What's the last one?
That's the big 6.
Yeah, wasn't it? Shit. Development, like learning. Nah.
Sounds good.
Fuck, let's go for that. I had 7 things. We are so shit.
Do you know what? Don't even bother listening to this.
Oh,
we haven't got a clue.
good.
Old mate just got those 6 goals. He's on 5 and he's come up with another one. It's not even one of the goals. And he's all of a sudden holding 7 fingers up in front of me.
6 plus GST.
Oh, God.
What I think there is, I think that'd be really good because Mads have kind of talked her into doing the GC half marathon.
Again.
Yeah.
She's going again.
Yeah.
She got a ticket.
She said, give me a couple of days to think about it.
They're sold out.
I had a look at the GC30 and they're still on there.
Oh, that's not a half marathon.
But there's
That's Main
GC30
Beach.
and then there's the half.
Different event. My
Cool.
apologies. That's Main Beach.
So yeah, physical, right? You can go, okay, what do you want to achieve? If I want to do a half marathon, awesome. Right. And then obviously you scale back in terms of what you need to be doing there, which pretty straightforward running. You do this amount of Ks this week and you taper up or down. Travel, that's probably another one.
Yeah.
So great. This next quarter, we're actually going to Airlie on a bit of a stay, 3-day, 3-night, live aboard with a crew.
Yeah.
Awesome. How good. Financial. Like we're talking about getting an extension on the back of the house.
Oh.
I think it'll actually be pretty sweet financially because I'm actually going to say this in case anyone gives a shit. So construction loans, I just learned this the other day, thanks to Claude. So my house is valued at 960 now.
Yeah.
The way you get the construction loan is you send them the plans of what you'd be doing and they loan you based off the future equity of it.
Ah,
do you know what I
can
mean?
pull more equity.
So if I say it's going to be worth 1.1, 140K on it, but it's only going to cost me 60, they'll lend me the 60 based off the extra equity I would have when it's worth 1.1.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd have to save up this like 60 grand of cash. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it'll take ages. But no, you get construction loan.
Does it have to be structural? Does it have to be like an extension? Like I'm thinking like Renos. Okay, what if you just want to rip the inside? You're not changing out anything structurally, but you want to go put in new kitchen, new bathrooms, new floors.
I think it'd be fair game as long as it had the equity uplift.
Yeah, because I think sometimes with Renos, it's more so personal preference. Like I might spend 50 grand on a new kitchen. You and Mads come to view the house, to walk through and go, we hate that kitchen. So I don't know if it adds too much actual property value.
Yeah. So anyway, that's one.
Yeah.
Spiritual is another one. You know, like, okay, what time are we going to have for mindfulness? What's the daily routine that we're going to commit to for the next quarter?
Yeah.
Just to help. You've got a really good one when you put your phone.
It's just going to say that. Me and Britt have agreed, and it came from going to Woodford and again taking time to reflect, and you're just outdoors and off your phones, and you notice so much more. You spend better time together, but just like watching Blake in the small moments, I'm like, fuck, how much of this have I been missing? Because your head's down on your phone. So we made a conscious effort where the only time we get together without the kids really is the half an hour in the bedroom before we fall asleep. Like, and we're going to charge our phone.
On a Wednesday, baby.
I don't need half an hour. But we charge our phones in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Where, even if that half an hour, we go and do something like breath work or we just talk. Like, you're so much better. It sounds so simple and basic, but I promise you an extra 20 minutes of quality time together or breath work together over stacked up over a period of time, it changes so much. And people at the other end of this probably think, fucking you two sound like numpties, but we've walked the path. We've done it. We've made that. We've had the discipline to make those small changes and let the habits stack over an extended period of time and look where it's taken us to. We weren't planning to build a business this size that got onto the AFR, but we made some conscious small changes and goal setting early on and just stuck to those basic habits, and look where it's got us. See, fuck it, we're not making it up.
I like the goals. No, you bang on. And I think when you can get these quarterly ones done, so that's where you'd start, right? Someone listen to these and go, fuck, you boys are actually awesome and so smart and sexy and handsome and stuff. Probably.
I'm boring.
Then you start with your quarterly, I think. Actually, yeah, would you?
No, you go to the other end.
I just don't want to blow brains if the 10 years are fucking minimum.
10 year, 3 year, 1 year quarterly is pretty simple. I'd say a couple of goals you want as a family or even personally if you're not in a relationship, and then just build them back. Like if you're 25 listening to this, you want to buy a house in 10 years time. Okay, go and find out what do you need to buy a house? 200 grand, all right? 20 grand a year. Could you do it quicker? 20 grand a year, quarterly, 5 grand. Actually, looking at my income, I reckon I could save 7 grand a year. All right, it'll go back up.
Yeah.
Actually, I could do that in 6 years.
Yeah. Could you get 2 properties, for example, or whatever? Yeah. So you get 10 year, and your 10 year, it's a best guess, right? Like 10 years ago, what was I, 20? Fuck, I was working in bars, I think. Like, I had no idea, just trying to stay alive and just trying to get a visa and stay here and everything else. So it's just your best guess at the time, and that will change as you kind of work through and you find a bit more clarity and purpose. The 3 year one, I think you can be pretty accurate-ish with.
Yeah.
And then when you get the 3 year, okay, what's the first year need to look like to then set me up to going to achieve that 2 years later? But I think the real magic, particularly for outside of business, comes in that quarterly. About next 12 weeks, what are we going to do? And then to go, that's been an awesome quarter. We feel connected. We feel like we've moved forward in financially. We feel like we've had a good laugh on holidays. You know, we've kind of filled the cup up. And then when you've got that next quarter, then it's your weeklies. Okay, great. We said we wanted to save 10 grand this next quarter. Okay, we're a week in. Okay, great. We've got a few $100 in the bank. Next week, I know we've got a bit of money coming here. Great. That's going to put us to 2 grand. We're well ahead already. And you kind of get that feeling of setting a goal and achieving it together, which me and you have all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And we love it. We love patting each other on the back and fucking well done, mate. But we don't really necessarily have that outside of work.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's relationships at a very high level are no different to business. In business, you invest money into certain areas towards certain goals to get a bigger return on your investment. In a relationship, you're not necessarily investing money, but you invest commitment, time, and loyalty, where you have this amount, your partner has this amount. Combined, you hope that the fulfillment and purpose and experiences it gives you returns more than what you both individually invest. So it's like at a very basic level, a relationship is a business. And I'd love to see the stats on the average longevity of businesses.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously reflective of how there's way more relationships in the world than there is businesses. But you know, if you pull that back in line, I know a lot of companies go bust in their first year, 2 years, 5 years. But I think businesses would be lasting longer than the average relationship or marriage. And I think that probably comes back to that open communication loop and that consistent framework and goal setting and organizational side of things.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, and just the clarity on what is working, what's not. That's probably the best bit. We can have a chat so logically and so outcomes focused.
Yeah.
I'll go, Harves, you have been crap this week because of A, B, and C.
Yeah.
And you go,
you're a fucking dickhead.
Well, we'll look at the numbers and you go, yeah, I have.
Yeah.
And that's it. And vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Mate, you haven't done A, B, C and you said you would. Yeah, you're right. There's nowhere to hide. Very different in your relationship with your partner.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. How do you do that when the emotional attachment is there? And we can be very logical with each other and take the emotion out of it because we're working towards a lot.
That's interesting, isn't it? Because even personality-wise, Mads is very, very different to both of us, right? A bit softer and a bit more sensitive, which is why I love her. But having hard business chats like we do wouldn't land the right way. It'd be demotivating probably for her. So yeah, how do you tailor that? That's interesting, isn't it?
How do you have that conversation where you can take the emotion out of it? One thing that works really well is like we might be having a chat. Go, can I put my business hat on?
Yeah, that's good.
Can I put my hat on where I'm acting in the best interest of Harwell and there's nothing personal? I think that's wrong because of X, Y, Z.
Cole did that really well yesterday. I'm going to flag that. His whole company's called Airs. He's like, let me put my Airs hat on. I was like, that's a fucking great sentence.
Yeah, because he's not saying to us that idea is shit, boys. He goes, let me put my Airs hat on. So when I was in that business, I think if I'd have made the decision that you're potentially discussing here, I don't think it would have worked.
Yeah.
Such a less confrontational way. A good one is actually the 3-point contact rule.
Yeah, here we go.
And that's where the idea is that say you're having this tough conversation, whether it's round you don't sit across from each other like we are now in interrogation style because that's very confronting. I've got a round dining room table at home, so you can probably sit angled in, or if it's square, you sit next to each other. And when you're talking about potentially issues, there's an object in front of you. It might be the list where you've written down the issues, but you're talking to the issue. Like you're talking to the piece of paper. So though you're talking about the issue of perhaps why one of you's not feeling great, the actual real problem is the paper in front of you rather than eyeballing each other and you go in there. I think that's one thing that's really powerful. That was a pragmatic thinking hack, which, I think we've definitely used it here for staff, having difficult conversations.
I mean, I consciously need to use it more.
Yeah.
It's in the brain, but in the heat of the conversation, it can get forgotten sometimes.
Yeah. What do you think, mate? Takeaways. What can people do right now? If we're talking about...
Well, I'm pumped after this. I'm going to get that, as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to email it to Mads, that VTO, the personal one that Cole sent.
Yeah.
And go, let's get this done tonight. Or at least start it, right? Like our business one, they say it can take 6 months to perfect it. I'm not saying we need to perfect it tonight, but at least put ideas down. And I think what I love about Cole is he just gets everything out of your head onto the whiteboard. All right, sweet. Everything's out. Okay, that's actually shit. That's crap. That's crap. And what are the key ones that we actually want to go and do? And you circle those. So as opposed to trying to think of the perfect answer off the bat, you just download everything and then kind of clear by process elimination.
Yeah. The big thing is just trying it, getting started. Like with anything in life, you start going boxing, you don't like it, you just stop. Like if it's that difficult and you really, really hate it, you can just stop. But at least you've tried. I was listening to a really good podcast this morning on James Clear, Atomic Habits. He said 90% of the work that he writes in Atomic Habits is just built around getting started.
Oh, true.
He's like, once you actually go and you build the habit, it's really easy to maintain because once you've done it for a certain amount of time, you see the reward that it's going to give you. And then that dopamine feedback loop, it's easy to continue. But it's actually just built around getting started and having a crack. And he tells a really powerful story. Like there was one of his friends was a gym instructor. And it's how people won't go through 5 minutes of discomfort or pain to get to a potentially nice situation or even a situation that they do every day. The analogy he gave is his friend's a gym instructor. There was 8 people booked into a class one morning, but it was raining that morning. So it was dark and it was raining. Only 2 people turned up out of that gym class, out of the 8.
Yeah.
Whereas on the sunny day, 8 people are there. He said, the environment doesn't change. The gym didn't change. The actual session that they didn't change. It was the same as every other day. But 6 people decided that they couldn't go through the 5 minutes of discomfort of getting up out in the cold, the rain, to walk to their car, to walk into the gym, to do the same thing that they can do in the sun. And he said that was his penny drop moment where he realized to actually get ahead of people, sometimes you just have to turn up.
Yeah, I love this.
He said it's not fucking hard to actually be above average.
I was saying this to Andy the other day. I can't remember what we were talking about, what the context was, but it was about I think it might be a Hormozy, probably sounds like it is. Whenever you feel like quitting, just know that every other person at that point also feels like quitting. So if you just choose not to, you're already ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
It's actually a good thing. When you get, I can't do this anymore, I want to quit. Good. Because that's when all of your competitors, everyone else you're competing against also has that same thought. But if they're not as strong as you are, they're going to quit. So the fact you choose not to, bang, there's your cut through.
Yeah, that's why you should always be worried about the person that's doing their natural calling, like it's doing something that really fulfills them. Because on the bad days, it's really that person loves what they're doing and they believe in it. It's easy for that person to keep going.
Yeah,
it's the one that doesn't really like it that much on the bad day goes, oh, fuck this.
Or it's just for money, or it's just for some materialistic thing.
It's easy to be good on the good days, hey? We say it all the time.
Yeah, you can't just be good when it's good. I love that. I actually I'm sick and twisted. Actually, how good is this? What was the first thing I said to you when I walked up the stairs this morning? You remember?
Yeah. You go, mate, they're fucking trying to beat me today. My smoothie exploded in my bag. It's all over my clothes. Is that all they've got?
How good is that?
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Because I was doing it and I was just like smiling. I'm wiping all this fucking smoothie off my clothes. I'm going, is that honestly what they've fucking got? Is that it?
Is that all they've got?
They're not breaking this. And I feel good at the moment because I had a great day with Cole yesterday.
Yeah.
But if you can just look at things going, that would fucking piss a lot of people off. But it's not going to piss me off. How good is that? How
half glass full, half glass empty.
I fucking love it.
How'd you get into that though? How'd you get into that mindset? Because I know when we spoke the New Year's resolution, you said every year is better than the last. And I said, why? And you said full hammer. But it's just that mindset thing, isn't it? It's just, going into the year, you're half glass full.
Glass half full, yeah.
And you're like, there's just something in me that believes this is going to be better than the last. But surely there's a behavior or something that you've instilled over time that makes that so easy.
I do the work. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I'm not hoping and praying shit works out. I'm fucking obsessed and I do the work. And I don't do the unreasonable amount of work that Hormozy says to get make it, let me get this right. Do an unreasonable, for fuck's sake. I can't, let me try and get it right in my head first. Do something.
I cannot believe after so long you still get these wrong.
I just understand the fucking meaning. I don't understand the words.
I know what it is.
All right, give me one more go. Do such unreasonable amount of activity. Fuck it. Can you go?
Basically, do so much of something that it would be
Yes.
unreasonable for you to fail.
Bang one. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. We don't plan this. This is good.
Anyway, back to my actual point there is, particularly the last few years, like I'm doing the work.
Yeah.
And I'm in control of it. It's probably the beauty right now as well. I'm in the control of having a really good year. But in terms of why can I look at shit things and just go, fuck, it is what it is. This is one I've got from Instagram's like M on the Brain. I don't actually know what her full name is, but she's like kind of a mindset-y, neuro-linguistic programming type chick. Anyway, long story short, she says, if you expect good things to happen in your life, your brain will notice good things. If you expect bad things to happen to you, your brain will go, yes, you are right, Adam, because you're so smart. Here are all the bad things that are going on.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I know a few of them.
Yep, 100%. There's loads of them.
Yeah.
But I always naturally expect things to work out. So when shit goes right, mate, parking, this is actually the most perfect one. Everyone's like, you got the parking gods on your side.
Yeah.
Because I always expect to get a park. So when I do, it reinforces the fact I always expect to get a park. And if I don't, I say, it's about time someone else got one.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I never get a park. And then when I get one, about time someone went my way. Or when I didn't get one, that always happens to me. I never get one.
Yeah.
That's it. That is the most simplest form you can say it.
That's so simple because, like, say the situation is the situation, whatever it is, getting a park or whatever. It's in the middle.
It's like, you can't control it.
Yeah, it's in the middle of this scale, right? Your mindset brings you up to around the 80%, 90% mark every time of happiness or comfort, whatever it is. The other mindset puts you around the 10 to 20% mark. Two people are now 80% away from each other, 70% away from each other on this scale. The situation you're both in hasn't fucking changed.
There might be a park, there might not. I literally cannot control if there's going to be a car park.
You're both in the same situation, but just that slight difference in mindset both ways. You're both living very drastically different lives, which then is that mindset is then a knock-on effect to, do you take opportunities? Do you take action? Now, what you said earlier about actually doing the work is the most freeing thing. When I'm worried or panicked or I feel like, this isn't a good, I'm uneasy in myself, it often leads back to I haven't done the work.
Unprepared.
Or I haven't done enough.
Yeah.
I know when I come back from leave, you always go overboard because you know you've missed a certain period of time. And even though the situation's no different, you just know it's coming. It's easy to just go, I've done the work, trust the process. And that's where I think so many people fail. They'll be in this rut. I hate my job. I'm fat. I'm unhealthy. I don't like my relationship. And it's so easy for that to consume you because when they actually look at it at a very basic level, they're not fucking doing anything to change it.
100%. But then because they think their job's shit, when something bad happens, that reinforces it for them. And they go, I knew I was right.
Yeah.
It's fucking scary, man. It's so toxic. There's a really good one I read yonks ago. I couldn't even tell you what the book was, but it's about an optimist against a pessimist.
Yeah.
A pessimist is permanent, an optimist is temporary. So the language you use, pessimist, I never get a park. An optimist, I didn't get a park this time. On the flip side of that, I'm trying to think of a positive fucking thing to say. I can't think.
I think it's perfect what you said.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, it explains it really well.
I never look good. I look shit today.
Yeah.
Massively different in terms of what that means in your head. He's always a twat to me. He's a bit off today.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. It's like, obviously we had a fair bit of fun at the back end of last year, and doesn't take a nutritionist to tell you that when you drink lots of Birra Moretti and your diet is not as tight and you don't run or train as much, you're going to get fluffy.
Yeah.
But I can't just come into the new year because I knew we had the sobriety coming. I come into the new year knowing that I'd just dial back in on everything, and before you know it, it'll be back to normal. And yes, my abs are coming back.
Fuck yeah. How many you got right now?
1.5. Don't ask what the half is.
That's really good.
Mate, we're going to start a new feature, aren't we?
We are.
Because we've gone off tangent there. But we're going to start a new feature, and every single host-only episode where it's just me and you talking crumpet, we are going to both pick and surprise each other with either our most overrated or most underrated lifestyle hack, mindset, tip, business trick. And we're going to throw them at each other and to the audience, and then we're just going to discuss it.
All right, you go.
Have you got? You didn't have one, did you? You forgot about this. Told you he does it all the time. Right. Mine is.
Can you just say what it is first, and then we'll discuss if it's overrated or underrated?
Yeah.
Is that how you want to do it? Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Mine is the impact and the balance of doing the things and knowing the things.
Yeah, underrated, I reckon.
I think that's hugely underrated.
So what's your context there?
So many people obsess over knowing the things, whether it's starting a business, learning a new skill or whatever it might be. They just spend so much time in this analysis paralysis mode of trying to know everything about that thing.
Yeah.
Whereas someone else knew a little bit about it, but they started doing the things. Now, over time, the person doing the things is going to be so much further ahead. And it's in a sales environment, it's the person that goes and reads all the sales books and learns all the cold calling techniques, but they never actually fucking does the cold calls.
And as soon as they get told to fuck off, they crumble.
Yeah.
They haven't got the reps.
Because they can't do the things. They're just obsessed with learning the things and knowing the things because it makes them feel good, like they're kind of doing it in their head or they're learning and moving forward. But if they're not actually doing the things, they're not going to make any progress. And the reason I think it's underrated is not that one of them is less important than the other. It's the underrated thing is actually when you find the balance. When you learn enough of the things and then you're doing the things. And then when you get more efficient at doing the things and you can do it in less time, you then open up more time to learn more things and then you implement them and then you get better at doing all of those things and it's just you stack on stack on stack. That's a really easy way to make sure that you're moving forward quite easily in life.
Yeah, I like that. Why would someone not do? Why would they consume and not take action?
Scared.
Yeah, always. Fear.
Once you start doing the things.
Fear of what people think, fear of failure.
And if they never start, it can always be someone else's fault.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but the market's no good. Oh, yeah, someone else did that idea before me. Oh, he failed at that.
That's one of my favourite sentences at the moment. You can always find 100 reasons why you shouldn't do something, and every single one of them are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
You need to find the one of why you should.
Yeah, I like it.
I've got a good one. This is quite a controversial one. I think there's a bit of depth here.
God.
Networking events.
Ha! Overrated.
Agree. Because they're probably thinking of the same fucking people now. Go to the same fucking networking event every Friday with the same group of 10 people talking about what they did over the weekend and what the week before was. What value are you getting? Learning-wise? None, because you're speaking to the same people. Business opportunity-wise? None, because if you're half good at your job, they're already clients because you see them every week. And then the other one.
I'm going to look at the definition of networking so we can actually put this to bed.
Because the controversial point is, right, yes, networking can be an incredibly valuable tool for you, but it's got to be intentional.
Yeah.
You can't just be the person who's going for coffees with every single person.
Yes, I agree. And I think networking is a very easy, and this is where your job, career, craft, people that are just there to cruise. Networking is so great for the person that just wants to fucking do everything but doing the things. Because they say to their boss, oh, there's this real cool networking event. I'm going to go and speak to these people. And it's just an excuse to get out of the office and just do nothing, basically. I know we're both thinking of the exact same event where it's the same 10 people every time. And like you said, there's no value exchange after the first one. And even some of the people I see at that event go to other events with all the same other people. I'm like, the same fucking 30 people go to 5 different events a week. They're not doing anything.
Which, if I'm trying to fucking be on the other side of the fence now, at least they're trying. I don't know. Maybe that was a really big step for them, but I think it comes down to comfort.
Yeah.
That's the big one. It's comfortable to speak to people you know. And networking's a skill. I'm not great at it personally. I'm very, very good at, if I've got a connection in a group of people, I can go over, speak to him and then get to know everyone else. But if there's a group of 10 blokes over there I've never spoke to walk in, guys, I'm Adam, fucking how are you? I don't love that.
No. But you don't need to go to a networking event and get 10 new people every time.
True.
If you go to a new networking event where everyone's new, so the 1 or 2 people you do speak to, they are new to your network, that's moved the needle forward. You then we all go to a golf day. I think 27th of March, we'll go to a golf day. There's a load of business owners there. I know we'll pick up 3, 4, 5 new clients as a result of that. We then wouldn't go to another golf day a month later with those same clients.
Yeah.
We'd go and find a different event. But the definition of networking, The action or process of interacting with others to exchange information or develop professional or social contacts. Keyword there being develop.
What I would like, I read this somewhere last week, and it's not a big secret, but to win at networking, you got to go to give. Do you know what I mean? If you go there just to try and get a few clients, you're going to lose because your energy comes off completely wrong. You got to go there what value you can provide. You know, what connections can you put people in touch to? If we go and meet a business owner who's quite small and they're looking for an accountant, we go, great. Our guy Mitch Kelly is a weapon. You need to speak to him. That's what networking is about. We don't get anything from that. We just get the warm and fuzzies because we've put the business owner who's having a crack in touch with a good accountant who hopefully can do a good job by him. Yeah,
I know what you're referring to because the same bloke. It's not a real person, but there's the one guy at networking event that just goes there, just wants to take and just talk about themselves the whole time. Tucky has a really good one. He goes, when someone at a networking event comes up to you and asks what you do, like, have your response rehearsed. He's like, you literally tell them what you do in 3 seconds and then you flip it back onto them.
Yeah.
He goes, I think when people say, so what do you do? I think he's something like, oh, look, I help people articulate what they sell or what value they bring. But what do you do?
Yeah.
And then that person goes into a much longer monologue. Yeah, tell me more. Straight away in 5 minutes, if they've been speaking 4 minutes of them, you're more likely to convert them as a client and a new contact than if you just said, I am the number one sales trainer in Australia and I do this, I do that.
Yeah, cool. Shark Tank, I was on that.
Yeah, cool, mate. Oh, yeah, I've got a plumbing business anyway. See you later.
Yeah. Fucking gold, hey?
Yeah.
That was a good one, eh?
I like that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say like a real obvious one. Overrated, underrated, fucking... Fuck, I can't think of an example.
Yeah.
My brain's gone.
One final update around question time. We're keen for this to keep happening. We will put some feelers out there to get in all your questions. You might recall a question, or at least a listener that sends in questions quite a lot. Normally the same question, just slightly differently. Unfortunately, I don't think those questions will be coming anymore because he has been collared by his stepdad. And basically told you, I think the words were, you sound like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. We're looking for someone to take the void.
Yeah.
And multiple people.
Preferably questions not about horses or ducks and them exchanging sizes and numbers and whether we'd fight them or not. Although I did quite like it.
But this is the new structure. We quite like it.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Topics wise, we can keep whipping them out. We've got shitloads to talk about, but yeah, what's real? Who's that ICP? I think this is something I'm learning recently. Rather than us think we know who we're talking to, who do you feel we're best talking to, mate? Who's this podcast for? Because we probably said it at the start, but that was 47 episodes ago.
The good feedback I get where we appeal to more people is when it's like more high level. I think sometimes, because we're trying to take people that were at Harvard ads 3 years ago. So that's people that know they want to change, know they're destined for more. Probably curious about entrepreneurship or what they could achieve, might have started, might not have started. So I think sometimes because we love business so much, when we get real granular with like SOPs and things like that, like 3 years ago, I didn't even know what an SOP was.
I had to spell it.
So I think that's that's maybe not necessarily where we lose people, but the episodes that I get the feedback on where people message you off their own back going, mate, that was class, is when it's more around like mindset, lifestyle habits, how to actually get started. It's taking people from their current state to a little bit further along.
Yeah.
They're the ones that I think people can relate to and go, oh, cool. Like, I know these guys have got on the AFR now and did X, Y, Z, but 3 years ago, they were struggling with the same thing I'm struggling today. So maybe it's not as unachievable as actually what I thought. So it starts to make it feel a bit more real for them. And it puts the building blocks in place for them to follow.
I love that. And naturally, that's kind of your area of expertise as well, right? You love all that side of it.
So I'm probably more biased as well. I'd probably hear that feedback more.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, actually, because whenever I post shit about these are the fucking AI tools we're using, they normally go quite well. And that's what I love. Right? I love talking about the nuts and bolts and the things you can tweak to improve numbers and conversions and whatever else, and the tools we're using in AI and shit.
Maybe there's another AI episode. But like how you can use AI in your personal lives.
I like that. That's actually really good.
Because there's so many things I've like changed for my mum and sister since they've been over, just showing them how they can use AI and ChatGPT in their personal lives and how much information it can give them or how much time it can save them.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, we did AI in business, and I'm sure we'll get Joshy on at some point to really go deep. But AI in the everyday life.
I like that because it's not even the tools. It's more so the lateral thinking of how to use it. You can use one in, one out in terms of, hey, what restaurants do I need to go to in Service Paradise? It'll give you the list there. But then when you start to look like another couple of steps above that, you can do some pretty cool stuff with it. So I think, I'm in.
Yeah. Really easy analogy. I think so many people, they drive a Ferrari in gear 1.
Nice. That's really good.
That's fucking good.
When I talk to people about the podcast, I say I'm talking to Adam and Harvey now. I'm talking to Adam and Harvey 2 years ago, just started. And I'm talking to Adam and Harvey 4 years ago. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of the window of people. Because I always say, if you want to listen to the best business people in the world, we're probably second. You probably listen to Diver CEO, right?
Second at all times, and the other one of us is first. It depends who's on form.
But you know what I mean? You listen to Diver CEO if you want to listen to the absolute weps of the world. But Adam and Harvey 4 years ago, we couldn't really connect to Stephen Bartlett, right? Well, we still can't. But what we could connect to was probably the ex-recruiter boys, Deck and Blake at the time, who were just going through building this business. And we were going, fuck, they're a year ahead of us, 2 years ahead of us. Yeah. What can we kind of implement what they're doing? Because it's a lot more tangible and real and close to us.
That's what got me excited more. Like hearing about people, I got into recruitment and in 2 years I made the jump and I did 600K in my first year as a business owner. All of a sudden I'm going, it doesn't need to be 10 years in recruitment before you take the jump. It just makes it feel way more achievable, but it did feel scary. We're trying to bring what people want a lot closer, I think.
I love it. To wrap up, so I've got that VTO, the personal VTO from Colin, which is that document we're talking about from EOS as to what to do in your personal life to kind of put this structure in place. If you feel like we're legends and you want to do the same thing, I'll send it to you. Just give me a DM. My DM page, Rosie will fire it across, or DM Halves.
I can actually set that up as an automation, mate. If they DM us VTO, they'll get an instant reply with the VTO.
Fuck, we're good. And maybe we'll report back, mate. Maybe we'll pencil in 12 weeks' time how we'll be gone with our personal life, business planning extraordinaire.
Maybe one cool thing to do, the people that do ask for the VTO, let's just keep in touch with them.
I like it.
Let's go, cool. In 3 months, 6 months, what's the impact? And then we can share that impact and hopefully it might inspire a few other people to do the same.
I'm in.
He's a good bloke.
That's been a pleasure. See you next time.
See ya.
Hey guys, it's Jake and Lockie from Naturally Cooked Sunscreen, and we are pumped to be sponsoring the Two Blokes, One Business podcast.
We're on a mission to foster a generation of Australians who take sun safety more seriously and encourage it amongst their mates. You can find us at naturallycook.com.au or follow us at Naturally Cooked Sunscreen.